In this next video in the Beyond the Dominant Paradigm series, we look at how we have been conditioned to see everything, our time, our labor, our relationships, and even the natural world, as resources to be extracted for maximum efficiency and gain. This mindset, which underpins both capitalism and industrialization, has led to profound social, environmental, and spiritual consequences. But what if we viewed the world not as a set of resources, but as a network of relationships? What if work, meaning, and life itself weren't about taking as much as possible, but about reciprocity, balance, and regeneration? In this video, we'll explore how the extractive mindset shapes our lives, where it comes from, and how we can begin to shift toward a more regenerative way of being. At its core, the extractive mindset is the belief that everything exists to be used, optimized, or profited from. It is an attitude of taking without giving back, a mindset that turns nature into a commodity, work into exploitation, and even human relationships into transactions. Key aspects of the extractive mindset include seeing nature as a commodity, which leads to seeing trees not as living beings. They are lumber. Rivers are not sacred. They are hydroelectric potential. We can also see it when work is viewed as an energy source. Employees are human resources to be used up and replaced. Relationships can become transactions. Friendships, networking, and even dating become based on personal gain. Time is seen as a resource where every hour must be maximized for efficiency and profit. This way of thinking has shaped not only our economy but our entire worldview, so much so that many people don't even question it. Where did this mindset come from? While humans have always interacted with their environment, the extractive approach intensified with colonialism when lands were seized, peoples were enslaved, and resources were stripped for the benefit of imperial powers. The Industrial Revolution saw the rise of factories, turning humans into machines and nature into raw materials. Unchecked capitalism and economic growth leads to constant demand for more wealth, more expansion, more efficiency, which normalize the idea that success means taking as much as possible. Over time, this way of thinking became so dominant that it felt natural, but it is not inevitable. The consequences of the extractive mindset are all around us. We see it in environmental collapse where ecosystems are destroyed for short-term economic gain. Climate change is a direct result of treating the Earth as an infinite resource. We are extracting more than can regenerate, leading to mass extinction and habitat loss. We see it also in the burnout economy where people are expected to work longer hours with fewer rights. Productivity is prioritized over well-being, and hustle culture tells us we are never doing enough. Even relationships are turned into commodities. Social media and dating apps reduce relationships to likes, swipes, and algorithms. Networking becomes a transactional game rather than authentic connection. We feel lonelier and more disconnected than ever before. We see it in the hollowing out of meaning. We are taught that our worth is what we can produce or achieve. We extract from ourselves, pushing through exhaustion, sacrificing joy, and ignoring the need for rest. Spirituality, creativity, and contemplation are seen as non-productive and therefore unimportant. How do we break free from the extractive mindset? We need to shift toward a regenerative rather than extractive way of thinking. This means honoring cycles, relationships, and reciprocity instead of endless growth and depletion. Here's how we can start. See the world as a relationship, not a resource. Instead of extracting from nature, learn from indigenous worldviews that emphasize respect and reciprocity. Shift from "how can I use this" to "how can I be in right relationship with this?" Reclaim work as a sacred act, not just labor. Recognize that rest is part of the cycle, not a waste of time. Shift from hyper-productivity to deep, meaningful contribution. Approach relationships with generosity, not as a transaction. Build friendships based on shared values rather than networking for advantage. Foster community over competition. Honor cycles instead of forcing constant growth. In nature, everything has a season, including our energy and creativity. Accept that slowing down is necessary for sustainability in all areas of life. So how do we go about choosing a different paradigm? The extractive mindset is deeply ingrained, but it is not the only way to live. By shifting toward a regenerative approach, one based on reciprocity, sustainability, and balance, we can create a life that is more meaningful, more connected, and more in harmony with the world around us. This shift is not just personal, it is part of a broader cultural transformation. The more we challenge the dominant paradigm, the more we create space for new ways of thinking, working, and relating. In the next video, we'll explore how we can rethink success beyond the dominant paradigm, and what a more soul-aligned vision of purpose might look like. If you want to shift away from seeing life as something to extract from and toward a more regenerative, soulful way of living, the Soulful Path to Life Purpose program can support you on that journey. See the Spiral Path website for more details. If this reflection on the extractive mindset has resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Where do you notice the extractive mindset most in your own life? What's one small way you'd like to bring more balance or reciprocity into how you live? Do you think it's possible to shift away from hustle culture? Why or why not? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Your insights might be just what someone else needs to read today. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It really helps more people find this kind of reflective content. And if you're drawn to explore further, visit spiralpathlifecoaching.com, where you'll find in-depth articles, soulful book reviews, and resources to support you on your path to purpose and inner growth. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.